Hi friends, it's me Edward and welcome to EdKTV. So hi friends, I'm back. It's Edward again. So last Sunday, nagkaroon ng pre-pageant ang Binibining Pilipinas. Next Sunday, I think, ang coronation night na. So nakaka-excite na talaga. So sa pre-pageant nila last Sunday, if na-show, sa ABS, I think, sa ABS, makikita doon may yung national costume sila at meron na silang segment ng free speech. They were given some keywords, tapos they're allowed to speak for a certain time kung what's in their mind. So nakaka-excite kung sinong magaling malalaman natin. From there we can gauge already kung sinong, alam mo yun, kung sinong madaling kabahan or magaling talagang magsalita. So, I'm gonna review this one. Tingnan natin na nakaka-excite. Sino kaya? Sometimes the Q&A does, make or break the candidate. So, tingnan natin. Let's start. Yes, left 40% content, 30% delivery, 20% poise and presence, and 10% overall impact. So, maganda din ang criteria nila ha. So, hindi lang syempre importante din ang content, pero kung paano nila lang yung sarili nila habang nagbibigay sila ng speech. Okay. Malabon. It's Malabon na Miss Malabon, Jessica Marasigan.
Poverty. My intake in poverty is usually it's the lack of education. When we start with poverty, there's always, how do you say, like a domino effect. When we start from the very top, educating the children on the means of how do you say, I guess, survive in the world, how to get a job, how to educate themselves, to take care of themselves. We could
She started
lessen the
strong.
poverty
She started
in the
strong.
world. What I want to do, usually one of my dreams is to end world poverty, because when you see videos, when you see
Sayang. Naubusan siya ng oras. Nag-start siya ng strong, kaya lang medyo, nawala lang siya dun. Ngayon, selfie.
I think that selfie is very famous today, especially to the millennials. But
Si
I think
Daniel,
one
sino
great
ba to?
advice that I could give to everybody is to use your selfie wisely. Use it in a way that you can inspire other people, that you can touch lives of other people
Miss
through the
Pangasinan.
captions that you are writing and through the pictures that you are posting. I believe that social media is a very powerful tool to inspire and be part of others' lives. Thank you.
Wow, magaling in fairness yung niya ha. Magaling yung
Press
pagsalita niya.
freedom. Everyone is entitled for his or her opinion. And I believe that in this world,
Beautiful. Ang ganda ng
we
face
are
nito.
we are given
Sino
that
ba to?
freedom to
Muntinlupa.
speak our mind, to see the truth, and to act good to other people. Thank you.
Sometimes
Social
yung talaga
media.
yung end, you need to end strong
social
din.
media is a powerful tool in
Miss
uniting
Zamboanga.
people. Now, compared to previous generations, everyone can reach each other and send a message. So we should
Social
use this
media.
platform to communicate with each other. Instead of bashing each other and talking about our differences, we should talk about about what we all believe in, so that we can create a united world together. Thank you.
United World, United Universe. Miss Iloilo now.
RTW.
RTW versus
As
Couture.
beauty queens, we are used to wearing something that is very glamorous. But I think that we are more than what we are on the outside. And so it's not important what we wear. What I think is important is something that we use our voice for, the causes that are very close to our hearts. So I think I would still wear
Maganda yung
RTW
pag-shift niya ha.
for as long
Maganda
as
yung shift
I get
niya
to
yung
use my voice to fight for the causes that I believe
from
in.
RTW
Thank
to
you.
Couture to the cost. Now Miss Davao del Sur.
Water Source Sage.
Parang kinakabahan siya.
here in Manila, we're experiencing a water shortage in different places.
Medyo
And I
halata
think it is
yung kinakabahan
important
siya.
to consume the water with what we have because not every time there is always water in your place or in your home and in your condominium or in your houses.
Halatang kinakabahan siya. Parang nag-present lang siya ng facts.
Whitening products.
Mm.
It is very important that we know
Sino
ourselves,
to, Miss
no
Rizal?
matter what skin colors that we have, as long as we
Whitening
love
products
and
sa
accept ourselves, flaws and all, we can be proud of whoever we are, and we can be confidently beautiful,
Miss
whatever
Rizal.
it is that people will say us. It is not about the color, it is how you carry yourself, confidently and beautifully, no matter what the other people or the standards of this world is telling you to be.
True, true. Ang ganda, ganda din. Ang ganda din ang answer niya.
Cursing. Being raised
Now, Miss
by a Christian
Dumaguete?
family, I believe that cursing is one way of
I'm from
being
Dumaguete,
bad
Negros
to other
Oriental,
people.
actually.
It is a way of judging people. We Filipinos and we human beings doesn't have that right to judge people because we are born equally in the image and likeness of God. So we should not curse the people because it is a way of degrading the person. Thank you.
She has a point. Nice answer. Now, Miss
Gender
Negros
equality.
Oriental.
To me, gender equality means respect. Respect
Oh,
to
yes,
one's
girl.
gender, respect
Respect.
to each one's individuality. And if we will be able to achieve that, then peace and acceptance would follow. No matter what color, no matter what gender, no matter what you want in life, let us all accept and embrace each other's differences. Thank you.
Oh, you're right. Oh, wow. Parang halos ang gagaling nila
Animal
magsalita, ha?
cruelty. I'm a vegan and I do not support animal cruelty
Muntik
because
pa siya
they
sabing
do have a
she
life
supports
too.
animal
And
cruelty.
we should be more mindful of what we consume because agriculture is
Ito pala
the
si Miss
leading
Marikina
cause
na.
of
Parang nawala siya. Kinabahan siguro.
animal agriculture is the leading cause of climate change, and we should be more mindful of these changes.
Okay. Medyo na ano siya. Sayang.
My word is
Albay,
climate
Miss
change.
Albay.
For the
Climate
past
change
few
sa kanya.
weeks, we have experienced a lot of
Pretty
tragedies when
face.
it comes to environmental problems. And I just hope that the things that's happening
I love
will
her
be an
voice.
eye-opener
She's
to
very
every one of
calm.
us in what kind of responsibilities that we have in environment and what kind of things we are doing for the good of sustainable living, on how are we as a people, as a human, into our nature. Because at the end of the day, we are the one who is going to suffer if we're not going to change for good.
Nice, nice as well. Maganda, magaling din siya. Oh, si
Moving
Gazini
on.
na. Miss Taliza, she's really beautiful. Ang ganda ng face.
Moving on, for me, is constant because change is a constant thing in the world. And if we are not moving on in
Moving
our
on.
lives, then we will be stagnant to wherever we are. And moving on is change. And it is something to look forward to, which means you have a new beginning, you have a new life.
Oh, gusto ko
and
yung new
you can
beginning.
change yourself for the betterment. And tomorrow is actually a present, and it is moving on. Every day is something to be grateful for. That's it. Thank you.
Nice, Gazini. Nice.
Pia and Catriona.
Miss Pasig.
Pia and Catriona is the Miss Universe for
Or-
2015 and 2018. I am very proud to be part of them in a way that I am a Filipina as well, and that they bring up the flag barrier of the Philippines. And I joined this competition, which was able for me to have an advantage in a way for me to be able to also represent the Philippines. And I hope that I can do that as well. Thank you.
Parang wala ko masyadong nakuha.
Build, build,
Now,
build.
Miss Laguna. Oh, build,
It is
build, the
one of
famous
the
build,
most
build,
important
build.
projects of our government and one of the issues that we need to tackle. And I know that this is a great opportunity for us to have and build infrastructures and to create employment for the Filipinos, for them to have food in their tables. Thank you.
She did her homework. Alam niya yung build, build, build. Now, Mr. Sugon.
Migration. I think that we are now in
Immigration.
an era wherein we can migrate in anywhere else. But I think that the Philippines is our home and we must be humble enough to love our home, and we must stay in the Philippines to
Mm.
treasure it, because Philippines is Philippines and we are Filipinos. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Miss Catanduanes now.
Darna. Darna represents our hero in Filipina, and she represents a strong woman. Even though faced with struggles and challenges, she is resilient and powerful that inspires and help a lot of people. She is our role model,
Yes.
our superhero, and she is an empowered Filipina. Thank you.
Nice. Pero parang ano lang, magaling yung answer niya.
Photoshop.
Pero medyo parang
Photoshop
scripted.
is an innovation of modern
Okay,
technology,
Photoshop. Miss
and it can
Bataan.
be used to distort the images of women, and in turn this can lead to feelings of low self-esteem and insecurities for young women. So I think that while modern technologies like these contribute to the advancement
Maganda,
of
kinonect niya
our
sa self-esteem.
society, we
Mhm.
must take care so that it should not be used to harm whatever self-esteem young women have. Thank you.
Okay din. Nice patch. Oh, Miss
Fake
Masbate, Hannah
news.
Arnold. Fake news.
Fake news is something that is very rampant, not only here in the Philippines, but
I
all around the
love the
world.
accent.
As citizens, we have to be responsible that we only share from reliable sources, that we don't contribute to the fake news, and we just share happy news instead. Thank you.
Nice. Ang ganda ng
Political
tingnan niya.
dynasty.
Now, Miss
I think
Mandami.
what the Philippines needs now is to empower everyone to vote for the right leaders for the country, because not only will this affect the generation now, but it will affect the generations of tomorrow. That is why I am not for political dynasty. I want it to, I want the Philippines to have the freedom from this kind of thing. Thank you.
Oh, Miss Albay.
Keto diet.
Drug. Oh,
So
keto
since
diet.
joining this pageant, many people have told me that I need to lose weight. And I think that our culture perpetuates a terrible idea and relationship that we have with our bodies. We should not be judged based on how much we weigh, but we should think about our relationship with our bodies in terms of
She's
how
very
it makes
calm and
us
she's very
feel. Are we
articulate.
healthy? Are we
She
fit?
does know how to
Are we
use,
strong?
use
Thank
words,
you.
the correct words. Pretty good. That was really pretty good. Ang galing ni Miss Albay ha, in
Water
fairness.
shortage.
Parang isa siya sa mga dark
I
horse
myself
dito.
have
Magaling siyang,
experienced this water shortage.
magsalita.
So,
Who's this? Miss
my
Isabella.
advocacy is also about water. I think through the use of my advocacy, which is Clean Water
Parang
Philippines,
kinakabahan siya.
we
Nanginginig
can
yung boses niya.
overcome
normal
this
naman
water
talagang
shortage
kabahan,
because
pero
it is not only the problem that we are
syempre hindi
facing
mo
just
dapat i-show yun pag
now, but
nandito ka sa mga
it is
ganito.
something that we can do. It is something that, sorry.
Oh.
Press freedom. It's the point of view
Miss
that we're going
Abanga.
to use our press in giving thoughts in the media and what we're thinking about. And it's not about pleasing everyone. It's your thought and your decision standing on your points and views. And that's what the press freedom means. Thank you.
Animal cruelty. As a person living with dogs in our house, I believe that we should also put love and respect with our animals because they also have lives and they also have care for our human being. Thank you.
Couture versus RTW.
Now, Miss
With Couture
Alacosur.
and RTW, we should be mindful about the clothes that we choose because it ultimately damages our ecosystem and everywhere else. We need to be sure that we use
Wow, nirelate
our
din niya sa
fashion
ecosystem, environment,
in a way
in
that
fairness.
expresses ourselves and our culture. And so with Couture and RTW, we should also be mindful with our environment. Thank you.
Social media.
Miss Cebu,
I believe
Samantha.
that
as people today living in 2019,
Ganda ng
we should
face
use
din,
social media as an empowerment tool, as a way to encourage other people rather than to continue to bash. Social media
Parang
also
ang
gives us
kalmado
the
lang
power
din
to
niya,
be
ha?
creative and expressive and promote ourselves. But at the same time, we should balance it out with being together one-on-one and not let it
Magaling din
consume
siya.
all of our times and quality time as well.
Parang
Thank
very
you.
confident siya magsalita.
Fake
Galing, ang
news.
galing ni Miss Cebu, ha?
Fake news is very rampant
Oh, Miss
nowadays, especially in the
Pampanga, Emma.
Philippines. I think we should be, it's a double responsibility as a reader and as a writer. As a writer, we should be responsible enough in giving news, and as a reader, we should be responsible in reading on the credible sites. For me, that is fake news. Thank you.
Political
Maganda din
dynasty.
naman, pero okay
Coming
lang.
from the
Oh,
province that
Miss
we
Samantha
experienced
na, Miss
political
Palawan.
dynasty for 20 years, I think it's really right for them. And then also, it has really great beneficial for all of us. Our province of Palawan was known for the best island of the world for 3 consecutive years because of this form of government. So I am very blessed to have this. However, a great honor comes with great responsibility. So I'm challenging everyone to have a critical mind and discern heart. Thank you.
Maganda yung ending niya, pero
Hero.
I don't know.
I came from a province,
Na, Miss
Bulacan,
Bulacan.
which is home to many heroes. And one of the heroes that I idolize are the women of Malolos, because they are the ones who fought for their rights so they can study. And I think it is a form of women empowerment. And at those early times, they showed that women are strong and women can fight for their rights. Thank you.
Photoshop.
Go, girl.
I think
Miss
right
Bacolod
now
now.
in today's society, especially in 2019, Photoshop has been very rampant. Right now, women need to be very comfortable with their own bodies.
Parang
And I
ang
think
kilig lang mong
Photoshop
use ng
is
word na
not good,
rampant.
especially in social media. We need to love our bodies and we need to be happy with what we have right now. Thank you.
Well said naman din.
My
Well
word is
said.
moving on.
Miss
To me,
Maguindanao na.
moving on is all about knowing when the time is right. Sometimes things in life don't go as they're planned, and it's important as a mature and an empowered person to know when it's your time to move on. Thank you.
Pia and Catriona. They are the two
Isang
common
Pablo.
and newly crowned Miss Universe here in the Philippines. Pia and Catriona have shown these girls and us girls that being confidently beautiful is a must. Especially in a young age, they showed us about their values of education and their specifically advocacies towards this competition itself, because it's not only about the beauty you have, it's also about the love you have for the country.
Cursing. Cursing is improper, so
Miss
we should
Tarlac.
not use it in
Cursing.
certain
Cursing din
days.
sa
But then
kanya.
it's the person's choice if they want to curse or not. And I see that cursing all depends on the intention. You can say it as an expression, and that would be fine, only if it's also fine with the people you're with. But if your intention is you curse
Yeah,
to
some
hurt
people
others,
do like,
then
you
that's
know,
when you shouldn't do it. Thank you.
do cursing. It's like just normal for them. It's like an expression. Ang galing.
Gender equality.
May point din siya dun. Miss Perpetuo Prinsesa na.
Gender equality is very important because it's a key to a progressive country. Because no society can develop economically, politically, or socially when half of its population is marginalized. We must leave no one behind. That's why I believe that it is a key to a progressive country.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nice answer.
Death penalty. For me, death
Now, Miss
penalty,
Batangas.
I believe that we have a second chance. We all have our second chance, and only God can take our own lives. Only God will, of course, take on our own life. And I believe that I believe that we need to have to develop how to instill discipline, the
will, the courage, and the anticipation. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Poverty.
Kasi parang kinabahan ako sa kanya. Parang
Poverty
nawala ako
is
sa
a well-known
anticipation.
problem in the Philippines. But I think that Philippines
Miss
is
La Union.
an eagle of the Orient. So we are faced with a lot of adversities like poverty, pollution, and corruption. But I think that Filipinos, the Philippines in general, can soar high above the storm. Thank you.
I picked End Times. For
Miss
me, this
Albay.
one portrays that it's about time for me to stand up, especially those people who experience sexual harassment. It's about time for you to tell the experience that you have in order for you to help others stand up for themselves itself. So this one, End Times, is actually a good thing to help other people, especially the women, to stand up for their rights. Thank you.
Whitening products.
Nice.
I
Galing din
believe
siya.
that we
Miss
should
Cavite na.
be comfortable in our own bodies, and that there's nothing wrong with being morena or dark skin. There's nothing wrong with
Love
having
your
fair
skin,
skin
girl.
also. So if people want to use whitening products, they may do so, but we should not show it in a way that we should not discriminate the ones with dark skin, because beauty is not just about skin color. It's about your personality, your mind, your attitude towards other people. Thank you.
In fairness, ang
Darna.
galing-galing, ang galing. Oh, now, Miss Vicky.
Darna is a role that is very iconic to
Darna
us
sa kanya.
Filipinos. And if I will be chosen to be Darna, I will be, I know I will be a perfect example of a
Oh, wow.
modern Filipina.
Nirelate
I
niya
will
sa sarili niya.
empower and I
Magaling
will
din.
use my influence to further strengthen the values of being a Filipina. Thank you.
Earthquake.
Nice answer, Vicky.
In today's society, we should always take
Mr.
care of our
Raga.
environment. Through, as a citizen myself, I can do little change on my own. Easy as we have to know what awareness we should do. Like, for example, go into a hardwood table or something that we should do to be able to withstand earthquake. Thank you.
Medyo na ano ko sa una niyang statement. Pero
Depression. I'm a psychology major and I studied depression
ang ganda
when
din
I
ng
was in
face dito ni
college.
Miss Caloocan.
And I am a grade school guidance
Ang
counselor
ganda.
as well, and I have
Naganda na ako sa
students
kanya.
who are experiencing depression. And I am always telling them that if you believe in yourself and if you know yourself, who you are and who you want to be, then you will not experience depression. And I really love my students, and that's what I told them.
Oh, sana hindi niya, kinat na lang sana niya. Ang ganda na, okay na sana yung sagot niya eh. Medyo nawala lang siya sa end. So, halos sila lahat, friends, ang gagaling nila magsalita, ha? Although there were some na siguro kinabahan, medyo nawala yung thoughts nila, pero halos lahat sila ang gagaling, ang magaling mong articulate. But of course, there are standouts. I think I have my top 5. Nandun si Miss Cebu, si Samantha Lowe, si Miss Albay, ano yung pangalan niya? Julia Sobier yata yun. Ang galing din niya mag-articulate tsaka mag-use ng words. Si Miss Masbate, gusto ko din. Si Vicky, okay din yung ano niya, yung sagot niya. Si Gazini, medyo okay din yung sagot niya. So, yun ang parang ano ko. Oh, at last si Patch. Si Patch, okay din yung sagot ng medyo, okay din yung pagsagot ni Patch. Pero overall, ang gagaling nila. Parang ang taas talaga ni-raise na ni Catriona at ni Pia yung bar ng Miss Universe Philippines. So hopefully sa Sunday na kaka-excite, malalaman na natin ang sinong magkukoronahan. Parang 6 na crowns yata ang ipamimigay. So sana maging okay ang lahat for them. Wish them luck. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Eduardo Cabestante. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye!